the secret behind Hansaplast plasters you never knew. Have you ever experienced a moment like this? You're busy chopping onions and suddenly cut your finger on a knife. Or you're playing basketball and suddenly scrapes your knee from a fall. What's the first thing you look for? Come on, we immediately shouted, "Where's Hansaplast?" Honestly, in Indonesia, the word Hansaplast is like a generic name for all types of wound plasters. Look at the micro size of the thread fibers. They look like they are arranged nicely with each other in the Hansaplast brand. But have you ever wondered, who was the first person to invent the Band-Aid? What brand is Hansaplast originally from? And what's inside it? Why is it so sticky? Are the ingredients safe for our skin? And have you ever wondered how to look at Hansaplast under a microscope? It turns out there's a hidden world hidden behind that pale red cloth. The secret of Hansaplast. Segment 1. The inventor. Hansaplast began with the development of the first adhesive plaster by Paul Beiersdorf in 1882 in Hamburg, Germany, which was then officially launched as a plaster for treating small wounds in 1922. The brand produced by Beiersdorf was initially known as Hansaplast before transforming into one of the most trusted wound care brands in the world. Segment 2. Hansaplast, the Germany that became Indonesia. Hansaplast's history began in 1922 in Germany. They initially entered Indonesia in 1929 under the name Hansaplast. However, they only established a factory here in 1978, specifically in Malang, East Java. This is what makes Hansaplast special in Indonesia. Although the owner is German, production has been 100% local for decades. Segment 3. The long journey from the giant scroll to your hands. First, the raw materials are selected and verified. Materials such as the outer fabric, adhesive, absorbent padding, and packaging are all inspected for quality. The core production process is typically carried out on large rolls, web process. The outer fabric layer is evenly coated with adhesive on one side by machine. Segment 4. Outer fabric material and micro-oven manufacturing process. The pale red outer fabric of Hansaplast for the elastic fabric variant is generally made of elastically woven rayon or viscose. What you see here is the adhesive. The pale red color is either the characteristic color of the fiber itself or the result of a light dyeing process that is the brand's identity. What you see in the form of a square or diamond between the threads is the antiseptic part, so that the wound does not become infected. What you see under the microscope is the structure of woven fabric. These extremely fine, micro-sized threads are produced through the fiber spinning process. The modern textile industry is capable of creating weaving machines with micro-precision, thus producing the tight yet flexible weave we see. Segment 5. Adhesive glues and their safety for human skin. Yes, that's right. The inside of Hansaplast that adheres to the skin contains a layer of adhesive. This type of adhesive is commonly known as acrylate-based adhesive. This adhesive belongs to a group of polymer compounds such as polyacrylates, methacrylates, or vinyl resins. The question of safety is crucial. This glue is specifically designed to be safe for use on human skin. Its safety is guaranteed by its special formulation and hypoallergenic testing. Segment 6. Function of non-stick wound dressing. Non-stick wound dressings, often called non-stick pads, serve a crucial purpose. Their primary function is to absorb wound fluid, exudate, such as blood or pus, keeping the wound moist but not wet. The non-stick or non-adherent property is key. This ensures the dressing won't stick to a wound that's still wet or drying. Segment 7. Square dots on wound pads. Are they antiseptic? The square dots you see on the pad are most likely the antiseptic. Certain Hansaplast variants, particularly those labeled antibacterial or those containing silvercare, are impregnated with antiseptic. This dotted or square pattern is the result of the antiseptic being applied to the pad. Segment 8. Safety of microfiber pads on injured skin. This is the main reason why these pads are made non-stick. These pads are specially processed, for example, coated with a thin layer of permeable polymer or woven very tightly, so that the cotton or cellulose fibers inside won't easily come loose and stick to a wet wound. Segment 9. Wound categories for Hansaplast. Examples of minor injuries include scratches or abrasions, small cuts, for example from a kitchen knife or paper, small puncture wounds, for example from a thorn or thumbtack, minor burns, first degree, that only affect the outer layer of skin. For serious wounds, you should seek professional medical attention immediately. However, Hansaplast also offers variants for larger wounds, such as the sterile post-operative plaster, sensitive XL/XXL, which is specifically designed to cover stitches or post-operative incisions until they heal. For serious wounds, Hansaplast cannot be the primary solution. Serious wounds are characterized by such characteristics as very deep or wide wounds requiring stitches, bleeding that doesn't stop even with pressure, wounds caused by dirty objects, animal bites, or rusty objects, and wounds that show signs of severe infection such as swelling, intense redness, heat, pus, or fever. Closing. Hopefully, after watching this video, you'll appreciate this little thing even more, and the noble goal of speeding up your wound's healing. If you enjoy videos like this, which thoroughly explore everyday objects from a scientific and historical perspective, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Who knows, they might be curious too. See you in the next video.